Hey, what's up everyone? It's Duskmos, and today I've got the Astral Destiny from Earthquaker. Let's check it out. Okay, so for this Signal Colors primer, we're taking a look at this modulated, really out there, very spacey reverb. The Astral Destiny has a lot of different algorithms in it. There's 8 different types of reverb available on this clickable mode switch, as well as 8 presets that you can save and change at will. And in those modes, we've got things like shimmer, we've got sub, there's octave, there's chorusing going on. You've got this length control to control the tails of your reverb. And you've also got this stretch foot switch that will double the length of your reverb decay, so double the length of the length. And when you activate it, it'll do a pitch change in that moment, but then you can just leave it engaged and you'll get a longer reverb tail after that. Beyond that, you've got controls for depth and rate of your chorus or your modulation sounds. You've got tone and mix. Tone is more or less just a boost and a cut of the treble frequencies. And mix is the mix level of the reverb. So I have it turned all the way up so you can really hear it for the demo, but you're basically mixing it out or mixing it in with this mix control. It doesn't go from pure wet to pure dry. It just goes dry to dry plus full maxed out reverb. Today I've got it hooked up to my Roland SH101 from the 80s, monophonic synth, classic, going in mono, coming out mono, going into the TX6, and then out into the camera. The Astral Destiny is on loan to me from my affiliate partner, Zounds.com. So definitely if you're interested in picking one of these up or reading a little bit more about it or checking current prices, definitely check out my affiliate links in the description below where you can find out more info and pick one up if you feel like it. With that out of the way, let's hear how it sounds. So as always, I start with my clean sound, which sounds like this. Gonna noodle around. I do have a very basic sequence loaded as well. Maybe I'll do some arpeggios, but until then, we're just gonna noodle and hear what we get. So let's go ahead and engage, and we're on the first preset, which is, or not preset, which first mode, which is called Abyss. As you can hear, the length of the decay is in the, well, kind of mid-range. You can see that as well, but let me crank it up. This is mid. All the way cranked up. You can hear a little bit of the modulation going on. The depth is kind of high, but the rate's pretty slow. You really hear it as I speed it up there. Slow it down. Now I'll engage the stretch mode and we'll hear what that does to the length here. So you instantly heard that pitch drop. But from here on out, it doesn't do that because that was only because I changed it. So as you heard there, it went up. But you can also use that to effect as well. Pretty cool. We'll play with the tone control here so you can hear. A lot darker when I have it turned down this way. And then bring it up. engage the stretch mode and maybe we can really hear that. I'll dial it forward and up and down on the tone. Yeah, so you can hear it get filtered. And then we're back to the normal length. So let's try the next mode, which is a shimmer reverb. Go ahead and move the length to about mid. Here's a bit more artifacting, a little bit more noise in the stretch mode. Which I think sounds really cool. I love a good digital-y, lo-fi, low-bit sampling and delay and reverb. So much more character. Dial the tone back. Try the next mode up, which is a sub. We should get a lower octave. Definitely, it sounds like some bowed strings. Change up my waveform here. My pulse width down. Go with a really short length. Shortest possible here. Pretty cool. We'll up the rate and the depth of the modulation. Kind of wacky, but fun. All right, we'll switch the next mode up, which is a sub shimmer. Let's get rid of the mod. That's just sub. That's sub shimmer. A bit more length. A little bit more tone. Stretch. Okay, we'll move to the next one, which is Astral. Real crazy one. It's like a pitch bend octave thing. It's up the length. Yeah, it goes nuts. Go for a mid length. Very synthy. Super wacky. Let's engage the stretch here. We'll keep the depth high, but the rate real slow. Pretty nuts. Let's do really short on this one. As short as possible. This one still has a pretty long decay. You can hear bypassed. Let's make this a very short blip here. Now let's try it. Okay, I put it back. So this is clean again. I'm going to try ascend. You have really short, but you can hear again those kind of pitch mods float up. Let's do a longer length. Back off some of the mod on this one. Pretty wild. Really long length, and we'll stretch it. That one's crazy. Back the tone off a bit, really darken it up. Actually tone it all the way down. Pretty crazy. The next one is descend. So kind of the opposite of ascend. Well, by definition, it is the opposite. So this one's going to work its way down instead of up. We'll return the length to normal rates to the knob position. Let's shorten it. We'll turn up the tone again. Let's do some mod on this one. Pretty crazy. All right, this next one is Cosmos, which is real nuts. Lots of octave stuff going on. Shimmers and subs. Shorten it. Let's get rid of the mod. Stretch. Again, pretty crazy. This one's all very spacey, very experimental. Let's try a sequence now. So I've got this in. Let's kind of see where we end up with this. We're in Cosmos. I thought I was going to play with the tempo to have some fun, but I think it muddies it too much. Maybe I'll mess with the filter. Okay, we'll go with that. This one really can stack up feedback-wise. Well, it sounds like feedback. It's more of like a stacking of the reverbs, but in my book, that's feedback. All right, we're going to go back down to descend. Pun intended. Ascend. Astral. Sub shimmer. As you can see, it also respects the stretch mode as you switch between the different reverb modes, so that's kind of cool if you want to make sure you maintain like that lower pitch, lo-fi kind of thing. Now just sub. Pretty nice. Shimmer. Knocking the tone back there. And Abyss. And it looks like if you press and hold, stretch, it'll do a slow bend between the two modes. As you heard, it was fast up. I'll do it again. Fast up, fast down, press and hold. And you get the slow transition, which is cool. Really nice. So that's the Astral Destiny from Earthquaker Devices. I'd say a pretty fun, pretty experimental, pretty spacey reverb if you're into that kind of thing. Definitely some shimmer and some sub, weird modulations, and it's definitely not your everyday sort of natural room style reverb. I think it's a lot of fun. Shout out again to Zounds.com for letting me borrow this and check this out on the channel and share with all of you. As I mentioned, if you're interested in it, check out my affiliate link in the description below. And on that note, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.